What's up everybody, and welcome back to another exciting week of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. This is a series where I show you guys some of the best of mods to come out each and every week. This week we definitely had a good bunch. There's been a few slow weeks in the past, but this one was definitely one of the more strong weeks. We got some power armors, we got some weapons, and a few other mods to just spice up your game. If you do enjoy the series, I encourage you guys to consider subscribing, or you can support me on Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. But with that, let's get right into it. First mod I think you guys should check out is the Handmade Revolver. This is by Access. He's the same mod author behind the Crude Blowback. Basically, the story behind both of these mods is they're in the concept art for Fallout 4. Access looked through that and was like, hey, that should be in the regular game. And what we have now is a really high quality revolver mod. It has custom sounds, custom textures, and again, it's really high quality. There's a lot of attachments going on here, so you can really make this whatever you want, whether that be kind of more of a medium range revolver with a long barrel and full stock, or just a proper revolver that is handheld and you're just your traditional revolver. All around, it's a very cool mod, very high quality, and the sounds of this are really good. Without a doubt, one of the best pistol mods out for Fallout 4 right now, and definitely one you should not overlook. So up next we do have the Gypsy Danger Power Armor. This is adding in the iconic power armor from the Pacific Rim series into Fallout 4. At first glance, this power armor only has some crappy textures and stuff like that. A lot of people were hating on it on my video, and even when I looked at the mod page, I didn't have super high expectations. When you actually play with the power armor, you find out it's a lot more than that. There's actually a weapon added into this, which is basically like a sword that comes out of, I guess, your wrist on the power armor, and it looks and feels very cool. It's a normal weapon, but it's meant to be used with the power armor and looks like an augmented weapon coming out of the power armor, and I just love stuff like that. On top of that, when you're in the power armor, due to the modeling and all that, it feels way different than the normal power armors in the game. You feel a little bit bulkier, and it just gives you a totally different feel than even some of the other power armor mods. It's definitely a cool power armor to check out if you're a fan of Pacific Rim. With a few updates and some texture upgrades, this could be a very good contender. For the time being, it's a good power armor, but on the cusp of being a great one. At number 3, we do have Vivid Fallout Roads and Bridges. So this is part of the Vivid Fallout series. Already in it are landscapes, power armor frames, rocks, trees, and something else I forget. Basically, what the point of this mod series is to add texture upgrades and optimization to these different textures in the game. This particular one takes on roads and bridges. Obviously, that's a pretty fundamental and crucial part of Fallout 4 because you'll probably be walking along these roads quite often, and there's quite a few bridges in Boston. All around, it's a very cool mod. There are a few options. You can either go the 2K or the 4K route. The 2K will give you probably an FPS boost. For me, I did get a 2 to 3 FPS boost while I was recording this little B-roll on the bridge. Or you can go the 4K route, which may keep your FPS the same or downgrade it a little bit, but obviously everything will look much sharper and higher quality. This is definitely a really high quality mod. It's one of those mods that 2 years from now, when you look back and you're going to go play Fallout 4, you're probably going to download all these Vivid Fallout mods because they just make the game look that little bit nicer.
The tree that never had to fight for sun and sky and air and light, but stood out in the open plain and always got its share of rain, never became a forest king, but lived and died a scrubby thing.
So up next we have Penn's Woods. For this one I'm only going to show the trailer because I don't want to give any spoilers. This is basically a new world space and a quest mod. I played around with it a little bit and just watching some of the other people's reactions, this is a very high quality mod. The quests in this are supposed to be a little bit more complex and have depth to them, unlike the quests in regular Fallout 4 and some of the other quest mods out there. It has 4 properly voiced NPCs, and really just the world space in general is very cool. The environment it sets up and just all that is a very cool thing, and I wish it was almost a full Fallout 4 DLC. Hopefully you'll have some updates in the future adding to it, and actually adds in 2 new factions, the Algonquin mutants and the Pit Slavers. I'm actually going to be doing like a more proper playthrough in this in my survival let's play, or rather my modded survival let's play in the few weeks. I did ask the mod author and I have to be around level 15, so 2 episodes from now I'll probably be around there and I should be playing this.
A young boy being lay dreaming, and in the dream
Last but not least, we do have the Institute Power Armor. This is by M150. He's a pretty popular mod author. He did make the Knight Power Armor, as well as a few others. This adds in a brand new power armor for the Institute, and frankly, I feel like this was something Fallout 4 was lacking. I would have much rather have seen like a Railroad Power Armor, an Institute Power Armor, and like a custom Minuteman Power Armor, as compared to just some cool paint jobs. But alas, Bethesda made the decision and not me. The power armor itself is pretty good. It could use a little bit of a quality bump. The textures aren't the greatest, but they're not necessarily bad either. I think we're just a little bit spoiled by getting really high quality textures on most custom power armors. I highly recommend using this with the fusion gun. This is a gun to make the Institute a little bit more viable, replacing the Institute pistol, and all around just way higher quality and just a way cooler weapon in general. That's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this week though, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.